Hey Geeks, it's me, Jen P, welcoming you back for another Sister Geeks vlog. And this summer has been all about the monsters. We've covered fantastic beasts from the scary to the magical and everything in between, but this week we go for the real. Can you guess what our subject matter is? That's right, we're doing sharks. For those of us who grew up on Jaws, even the swimming pool wasn't safe. So today, in honor of Discovery Channel's Shark Week, I'll be counting down my top 5 shark films, ranging from ridiculous to terrifying. Ready to dive in? Number 5 on my list, Sharknado. With 4 sequels and a crazy amount of celebrity cameos, you'd think Sharknado was the best film ever made. Instead, it's so intentionally bad, you can't help but love it. As far as plot goes, the name pretty much says it all. It stars Tara Reid and a bunch of people you've probably never heard of, and features amazingly quotable lines like, "Looks like it's that time of the month," and "I'm not a stripper." Still not sold? Check out this scene where a main character jumps into a shark wielding a chainsaw. Number 4, Jaws 3D. Despite the terrible 3D effects, I've watched this film more than the original. Surprising, I know, but what's not to love about a water park under attack by a 35-foot Mama Great White hell-bent on revenge? Right, those effects I mentioned earlier. That is impressively bad. Fun fact, the plot was initially pitched as a spoof on the Jaws franchise, but Spielberg threatened to walk if Universal went through with it. And that's how we ended up with this gem. Number 3, Deep Blue Sea. When genetically altered mako sharks take over an underwater lab, anyone is fair game. This genre blend of horror and comedy stars LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson, and the previously unknown Thomas Jane. Plus, if you're as big a geek as we are, you'll notice Stellan Skarsgård from Thor as some mid-movie shark bait. Chomp chomp.
You did it.
Spoiler alert, Samuel L. Jackson's death scene is one of the most surprising death scenes in film history. Producers wanted to kill off one of the biggest names early so you'd have no idea which characters would make it out alive.
Together, and we're gonna find a way to get out of here. First, we're gonna seal off this room.
Also, stay for the credits if you want to hear the best shark song ever made.
It's like a shark's fin. Deep as blue as my hat is like a shark's fin. Deep as blue as my hat is like a shark's fin. Man-made terror, hungry jaws of death. Battle across my depths.
Number 2, The Shallows. Shifting to the purely terrifying, The Shallows is horrific girl power revenge porn. Blake Lively shows her acting chops as Nancy, who seeks out a hidden beach where her mother once surfed. When she paddles out to an odd shape floating past the break line, she finds it's a rotting whale carcass that's lured a great white into normally shark-free waters. The entire nightmare takes place only 200 yards from shore, which makes the psychological torture on Nancy even more terrifying than the shark itself, as every attempt to reach shore ends in more blood and death. Pay close attention to Lively's expressions during a scene in which she sews up her gruesome leg wound with a piece of jewelry.
A little pressure, but I'm not gonna feel the stitches, okay? Okay? Cut off the suture. Oh, that's a nice union.
Yikes.
One more, and then we'll send you on your way.
And number 1, though you probably already guessed it, is the original Jaws. No shark is more iconic than Steven Spielberg's 1975 monster of mechanical engineering. Little known fact, Spielberg wanted to drop out of the film due to the fear of being typecast as a monster movie director, but lucky, or maybe not so lucky for us, he signed a contract that kept him on board. Before it was upended by Star Wars, Jaws was the highest-grossing film of all time, and has remained the second most successful film franchise to this day, again behind Star Wars. Considering that Spielberg and Lucas are famous friends, they're practically the Lewis and Tolkien of the film industry. I want to know what your favorite shark movie is. If you know a shark film I need to see, drop it in the comments. And while you're at it, check us out at sistergeeks.net or at sistergeeks on Twitter and Instagram. We've got a little something for everyone. Again, I'm Jen P, and this has been my top 5 shark films, from the ridiculous to the terrifying.
God bless America.
Hope to see you again soon. Later, geeks.
With no arms and short sleeves, my world's deep blue. Killers gotta eat too. Looking for human flesh to rip my teeth through. Other fish in the sea, but barracudas ain't equal to a half-human predator created by a need.